Мы наконец-то вещаем, и сегодня близконище, близище, самый долгожданный фестиваль для нас, для любителей, фанатов серии игр от Близзардов. Ребятушки, так, сейчас я посмотрю, как вещает трансляция, и мы приступим к просмотру. Что у нас, мои... Что у нас? Мои... Ага. Что у нас? Мои... Ага. Что у нас? Так, вроде все в порядке, ребята. Все пошла. Жарища. Близконища. Йоу. Все. Так. Угу. Чуть-чуть. Блять, а ее как растянуть? Ага. Чуть-чуть растянем. Еродск! Наконец-то! Начинаем, пацаны. Ебать, там очередь! Охуеть! Просто пиздец. Блять, так посмотрите. Блять, народу просто ебануться. Так. Сюганы. Весело, как охуенно. Прямой эфир. Сейчас чатик выведу к вам. Неспокойно все вижу чат. Охуенно. Ебать, просто народу не пропихнуть. О, бля, Саня. Видели, бля, мой братюня прошел в костюме. Этого, блядь.
And welcome to BlizzCon 2017, the epicenter of the Blizzard universe for the next 2 days, right here.
Говорит, что, бля, будет фестиваль длиться 2 дня. И для любителей виртуальных билетов. Типа, мы начинаем прямо сейчас. Блять, дик субтитры, ебанат. Блять, я без субтитров не могу, парни. Блять, это английские субтитры. Что, блядь, делать? Мне русские нужны.
Let's give a big BlizzCon shout out to the Goodyear blimp joining us here for the very first time.
Бля, паря, хуй знает на русском.
Flying over us like a zeppelin, flying over Orgrimmar. Sending a message to every Blizzard fan in attendance.
Бля, парни, я из России. Раиси, как сделать русские субтитры? Блять, вот кек.
No, I think it's really cool because I think this is the first time the Goodyear blimp has ever covered an esports event. I think that's very cool.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's actually big.
Yeah, that's huge. Are you kidding me? And look, as we continue to count down to the opening ceremonies, which are now less than half an hour away, we want to take a minute to fill you in on some of the changes and improvements we've made to this year's BlizzCon experience, based a lot on your feedback.
So, as always, we are going to be covering
all of the important announcements.
We want to show you
the epic closing night ceremonies,
что
which, by the way, this year, wait for it, Muse.
Yeah.
That is
I'm excited.
Пока что понимаю. Почему я не могу на русском посмотреть? Тут же должны русские субтитры быть.
In the year to come.
That's true, and on top of all of that,
блядь, нихуя, блядь, не понимаю, что они
не...
Через слово, блядь, так понимаю.
So now we're going to be bringing you things like live art demos, voice actors, there's going to be community streamers joining us, lots more. So you add it all up, and the BlizzCon experience now includes multiple live streams from all of the main stages, and they've actually been
Бля, ну нормально, такая бабёнка, ебать, идёт.
which a lot of people are in right now, is now called the Mythic Stage. That's
Про эсити, вон, про плюшки говорит. Где будут подарочки раздаваться всякие. Не можно всякой хуйни закупить. Это я понял. Да сколько же они несут просто ненужного дерьма лишнего. О, Нигера распидорасил. Ну вот этот чувак толстенький кого-то шокером ебануло. Блядь, церемония только через полчаса откроется. Что за хуйня, блядь? Мне еще полчаса смотреть их пиздёж на английском. Я, блядь, половину не понимаю слов, что они несут.
For every stage and every inch of the BlizzCon floor, and let me tell you, it's gotten bigger this year. We have the
Hearthstone таверна. Рассказывают про теперь про этим.
Behind the scenes access to restricted areas on the show floor. There's tons of stuff. And you know, I gotta say now, if you were with us last year, you know the coverage was a little bit linear. But this year,
talk panel.
Yeah, it was talk panel. Pretty much people were watching panels and come back to us.
Yep,
stuff like that.
That's how we roll.
But this year, it's a lot more dynamic. You could be in like two
place because when the open ceremonies start, that's when we find out all the news from the year. And the news pertaining to Overwatch is going to have huge ripples across the competitive scene. So as the weekend moves forward, I'm going to be checking in with some of the Overwatch personalities, as well as checking in from around the floor and talking to you fans about what you think is going on here at BlizzCon. I'm so excited to be joining you, and I will see you soon. So back to you guys at the desk.
Bля.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel.
All right, well, Rachel, thank you so much. Let's send it over to the Blizz couch, where Malik is standing by with Susie Kim.
Ой, бля.
Thank you very much,
Michelle. I am
joined by the esports veteran and BlizzCon insider, Susie Kim. Herself, how you doing?
I'm doing really well.
Doing well. All right, so you are a BlizzCon insider. Please tell me, what have you been up to lately?
So, for the insider portion of this, of the virtual ticket, we get to walk around, do little tours of all the halls. For those at home who can't really make it here.
Что-то про виртуальные билеты говорит
пока. All right, and another thing I know about you is you're actually kind of
хуй толстый, давай переводи.
Да
чуваки просто тоже, наверное, в ахуе сидят, блядь, думают, русские субтитры, тут такая, ебать, подстава.
But you know, being here in BlizzCon, there's a lot of Koreans here also competing. Almost feels like I never left.
I mean, speaking of Korea, I think one of the cool things about the virtual ticket is that it's international. So you can check out BlizzCon's featured content in 5 different languages.
Блять, им пиздец все время не нужно хуйню просто, блядь, несут.
I'm super excited for that because Koreans love Blizzard games and there's just... It's really hard for them to be able to fly halfway across the world to be a part of this, you know? And so with the virtual ticket being available in Korean and all the subtitles, like it's almost like they'll be here.
Где, блядь, Blizzard лучше не любит, она бы сказала, блядь. Жируха ебучая. Ты, Фарья Фарлан, блядь. Ебаная обезьяна, блядь, негрийская. Это битрейт, всякая хуйня, блядь, качество. Это хуй, значит, что кнопкой не нажал. Да, ну, походу, пауза, по-моему. Что?
Переключаться между студиями.
Между студиями? По-моему, это просто назад откатывается хуя. Да. Надо, блядь, въебать русские субтитры. Там парни сейчас смотрят нас, они тоже не фаньки. А вот, звук озвученный. А, нет, не то. Это ихняя близконно All Access, видишь, пишешь?
Вижу, блядь.
А где включить, сука, субтитры русские? Мы переводить сейчас заебемся.
Посмотреть на стайл. Хорош пиздец, блядь.
Там еще 17 минут, блядь, до этого. А вот виртуальный билет, там есть штучка. Ебать, там народу, смотри, просто пиздец. Прям как в этом, блядь, в метро в Москве. Почему грузит это хуйня так долго, виртуальный билет? А чё камера так трясет? А это не глюч, по-моему.
Это зависла трансляция, причем и видеотрансляция.
А, вот. Я же думал, на это у нас полет.
Нет.
Republic of Gamers.
Билет грузит.
Intel.
Пиздец, как долго, да.
T-Mobile.
А, у них трансляция, по-моему, ебать, бомжи ебаные, трансляцию не могут нормально запилить.
Да, не более того, что полегло еще расписание BlizzCon, ну хрен с ним.
I know, they finally showed
Intel,
over there,
T-Mobile
and
и
I think
Nvidia.
now we're going to be able to see that interview with Frank Pierce.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
hear what Frank's got to say.
All right.
I mean, Frank is
Про подарки.
a legend.
Еще у них, блядь, пропадает,
Yeah, I know.
да. Я
We
говорю, часто
actually,
слышу,
this is
что
the first
Фрэнк
year I've been able to
сказал,
interview
все в
Frank
порядке.
Pierce. Normally,
Фрэнк,
I interview Mike Morheim off the
я
top
имею
of
в
the
виду,
show
что
the last
Фрэнк
3 years.
легенда.
This is my first year
Это
interviewing
человек,
Frank
брали
about
интервью
what he's
Фрэнк
done,
Пирс.
what he gets to see
Честно
as
сказать, нормальное
BlizzCon is
интервью
being
Фрэнка
prepared.
Маршалова в
which
первый год.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of, you know, Mike.
говорил,
Let's
что,
get some other
говорит,
founders
«Да,
in there,
блядь,
please.
прекратите
You
моргать!»
know, I believe Alan
Да.
Adham is actually here this year as well. So we have all 3 founders in the
Пожалуйста,
building.
ты
So
прав.
that's going to be
Я
awesome.
верю,
Well, let's take a look
честно,
at
что
your
здесь,
interview
в
with
этом
Frank Pierce.
году 3 основательных зданий.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with
Это
Frank Pierce, co-founder of
Фрэнк
Blizzard
Пирс.
Entertainment. Frank, congratulations
Привет,
on
мы
another
стоим здесь с
year
Фрэнком
of
Пирсом,
Blizzard
сооснователем
Entertainment. You guys are
Blizzard
great. I know that
Entertainment.
BlizzCon has expanded once again,
Фрэнк Пирс, поздравляю
just
с открытием
physically
Blizz.
and to the community, but for you in particular, for your job, what's the most exciting
Я
thing for
знаю,
you?
BlizzCon.
So I feel very fortunate in my
Твой
job.
рабат,
I have the
блядь,
opportunity to
пиздец
see all the
просто.
work in
Ну,
progress in the
охуенные
office
субтитры вообще.
every week.
Охуительно.
Моя работа, и
And
я,
so we
блядь,
brought
знаю,
work in
что я
progress
вижу,
to the
бля,
show
какой-то...
floor for
Прогресс,
the community to see for all
в
our
офисе
products.
каждую неделю.
And it's really
И
exciting
прогресс.
because not only
На
does the
шоу
community get to see
вижу,
things
что
that they wouldn't normally get to see,
комьюнити
Господи,
but we
все
get to
видит.
interact with the
Че он
community,
за слова
hear their
повторяет,
thoughts on
блядь?
that work in progress, take
Ты
all
можешь
that
просто на
feedback
весь экран
back to the
развеселить, но
office
мне кажется,
next
это не
week
поможет.
and through the end of the year and figure out how we want to improve it even further.
It's pretty cool. I like how much you guys listen to the
Один
community and you're
хуй, мы
actually
сейчас ничего не
bringing
сможем
us stuff
выставить программу.
that we ask
Это
for.
же
You know, that's
предпоказ,
really cool.
если
So
не
while you're
регулируется
here, where do you
субтитры,
think you're going to be
ничего.
hanging out the most?
So
переводить
there's
это
far too
охуеть
much to pick
Да, ну
just
сам
one
самолет
option,
хуй.
right? So
Very
we've got I'm really
Yeah,
excited
сука,
about the
Петр, ты куда
Overwatch
ушел?
World Cup and what we've done in the
А
arena
вернулся,
because
блядь,
we've
и
got
друга
the arena
позвал.
set up in the
Всё то,
round, so
что
we're
не
using the
переводишь,
entirety
мудак,
of the
блядь.
arena for
And it's gorgeous. Do you have any
Это, кстати, сказал
predictions on
Фрэнк
who will
Пирс.
win?
no predictions, but you know, this is the U.S. home
Говори
turf,
по-русски,
so
швара,
yeah.
блядь.
So I'm excited about that. You know, we've expanded into the North Hall,
Говори, да, что
which is
США,
a new
блядь,
hall
его
for the
дом.
convention center, which has allowed us to expand capacity here, which is amazing.
That's where the Dark Moon Fair and everything is.
Yeah, Dark Moon Fair and the Hearthstone
Что,
tournament stage is over there,
там,
and
блядь,
the
ебать
tavern. So
субтитры
that's really
уебаться.
amazing, and it's a bit out of the way. So everyone at BlizzCon, make sure you go to North Hall. It'll take a little bit of effort to find
Говоришь,
it, but
бывал
go
в
find it.
какой-то,
There's
блядь,
face painting. You
дыре.
can get like diva whiskers and everything. So
It's spectacular. So I'm excited about that. All the live stages. We for the virtual
лицо
ticket,
красок,
everything
говоришь,
that's taking
что
place
да.
on all of the stages is available to everyone at home that's watching on virtual ticket. So that's awesome.
yeah, I love that in
Говоришь, что
particular
виртуальный билет — это
because for
охуенная
me,
штука.
covering the footage for the last 4 years, you know, you want people to see it. And for this time, the very first time, you guys can decide what you want to see, favorite what you want to see,
Люди
kind of
всё это
create
видят.
a bit of a schedule to
они-
decide what you want to check out. You can check out anything at any time.
Well, and for me, I don't have to stress about making sure that I see everything all this weekend because I know I can go home next week and watch it if I missed it, which is awesome.
I'm going to be with you on that, actually. I will be watching so many panels. But speaking of, I got to get back to our main coverage. But Frank, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great BlizzCon. All right, guys. back to us.
Тебя заебало переводить эту хуйню?
So great hearing Frank. And also,
Oh,
by the way,
да,
that's what we have to do.
охуенно.
We get to go home and load up virtual
Мы
tickets and
возвращаемся
watch all the
обратно в
panels that
нашу
we didn't get a chance to see.
Yeah, it's true. I actually,
студию.
I was saying it earlier with Frank, but I do love the fact that you can go through the app and just favorite which panels that you want to
Да.
see.
Yeah.
And that way you can just sort of create a list
Может попытаться
so that
реально,
you
что
can
ли,
go
найти
and
их, если
easily
вообще
find
обновлю?
them.
Yeah.
Файл? И что?
Либо с прошедших будут русские субтитры писаться мероприятий.
Бля, ну пока что это хуйня полная. Блять, 8, это наебало. Опенинг, церемония.
I can't even pick a favorite. All right, look, let's head it back over to
Ну,
the
тут
Blizz
вообще
Couch
субтитров нет.
for an esports preview with
На
Malik
втором
and
видео. BlizzCon
esports
All Access.
operations director Kim
Тут
Fan.
только английский, блять.
Thank you very much, Alex. One of my favorite traditions is every year I get to talk to Kim. Kim, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm so excited for BlizzCon this year. I am excited for every BlizzCon, but especially this one.
Right, there's a lot of stuff going on this year, a lot of esports happening. Let's just go ahead and start off with what I think is probably one of the more competitive brackets here at BlizzCon, Heroes of the Storm. What can we expect from Heroes the HGC this year?
The HGC finals, I'm most excited about the bracket. I think this is probably the best bracket that we could ask for our top 8. Every single match is going to be a very intense match, and I think the one I'm most excited to watch is probably Team Dignitas versus Team Expert.
Yes.
Really want to know who is truly like top 2 in Europe, because forever everyone says it's, you know, Fnatic and Dignitas.
Yeah,
but it was actually Fnatic and Team Expert that came in through the league play. So Dignitas had to come through playoffs.
Right. You know, a lot of people have been saying that Dignitas is kind of like the dark horse for the Heroes tournament, and they see them kind of upsetting quite a few people, leading into the finals. But who knows?
But you know, Dignitas is known for their live events play.
Right.
Like they feed off of the energy of the crowd. So when they see the crowd cheering, something happens and they kick into gear and they just play amazing. So I expect them to do really well in this tournament.
All right. So what do you think about the NA having so many teams here in Heroes?
That is the other cool story. Like North America was not doing well.
We were the land of free wins, pretty much.
They were not doing well in the international tournaments for Heroes, but all 3 teams advanced into the bracket. So it was very impressive to see that. I think NA is, you know, giving everyone a run for their money.
Yeah, it warms my heart to see Tempo Storm there. They're like one of the OG big dogs of Heroes of the Storm. To see them there is so great. All right, so let's go ahead and move along to Overwatch, the Overwatch World Cup. Of course, we got a lot of pride at stake here. Who do you see, or what do you think is going to happen in that tournament?
Oh gosh, the World Cup is such a fun tournament to watch because you can cheer for your country. And I think everyone is really excited to see who and if anyone can beat the Korean team. And I believe if there's any country that can do it, it's America, USA.
Yes.
I really believe it. They have been training very hard. They have been, you know, the last 2 weeks just practicing, maybe the last month. And they're also the most confident in believing that they can beat Korea. And that match happens today. So it's the last match of the day where Korea versus USA. I really want to know if they can, you know, make it tough for the Korean player, and if they can even win.
Right, you know, so during my travels with the Overwatch World Cup, which was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, when I saw teams go up against South Korea, they were scared. A lot of them had already said it was written in the sand that they were going to lose. So to see them, the USA having so much confidence, it gives me confidence. Like somebody might actually do this.
I think the 2 countries that really want to go up against Korea is France and USA.
Right.
But we'll see how USA fares today.
Yeah, I hope they just take a game. I would like to see them win. But if they take a game, I'll be happy, to be honest.
I'm confident they will take a game.
All right, I like that. I like that confidence. All right, so let's keep it moving. We'll go to StarCraft next. What should we expect with the WCS this year?
StarCraft has the reverse bracket. I think it's probably not the best bracket we could ask for StarCraft. It's very heavy-sided. I think the lower part of the bracket is where all of the favorites are, where all of the best Korean players are.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of favorites get knocked out.
Right. We already lost a lot of good people in group stage.
We did. We lost Need.
We lost Need.
I really wanted to see Need make it, but we know we have 2 great non-Korean players who are going to be facing each other off first, and that's Special from LATAM, and then also Elaser. So for sure, we're going to have a non-Korean make it to the semifinals, but there's a very high chance that they can even make it to the finals.
Yes, that's awesome. And also I want to shout out Innovation. In there. I just want to see him get it. I want to see him get it. All right, so
I think he's the favorite to win.
Yeah, for sure. It's his to win. It's his tournament to win. All right, so we're going to move along to the WoW World Championship.
Мы тут что-то переводим, что-то проебываем, потому что непонятно не говорят.
We have a brand new stage for the World of Warcraft tournament.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
Я все равно почти не перевожу,
you know
я перевожу только
WoW is our
максимум.
longest-standing esports championship at BlizzCon. This is our 10th year WoW 3v3 Arena championship. So it's been the longest-standing esports tournament at BlizzCon. We invited 12 teams here, so that's more than last year, which was only 8. And I'm super excited that the Latin American team and the Australia team has made it to BlizzCon so far. So we'll see.
Блять, у меня микрофон не тот стоит.
Possible three-peat. I'll say three-peat in quotes because it's kind of different teams. but
it's the same
Парни,
team.
вот так вот лучше
Yes.
сейчас.
Yeah, the same
Different
group,
name.
different name.
Или
Right.
слишком
Method
громко.
Triforce is the
Ой,
team
ебать,
that
микро-то как.
has won the championship 2 times in a row now. So there's a really big chance that they can take a 3rd title. People may not know that they won last year. They changed their name.
Yeah,
they
they
won
were Splice last year.
Splice.
Right.
Year before they were SK.
Right.
So now they're back as Method Triforce, and I expect to see them do really well. But you know, I'm just glad to see so many amazing WoW teams here.
Is there any dark horse team that we should be looking out for to take them out?
Oh. You know, I'm excited to see how Grumble performs.
Yes.
And
That'd be a great matchup.
yeah, I think that's going to be a really good matchup too, just because they weren't expected to do well at the European Championship, and they made it to Game 5 against Method, and that was super exciting.
Right.
So we'll see how they do.
All right, well, I would like to get on to the Hearthstone Invitational because they kind of switched up the tournament this year, but we got to keep it going because opening ceremony is coming up soon. So thank you very much, Kim. And with that, we're going to go ahead and send it back to the desk. Alex, Michelle, take it away.
Thank you so much, Malik and Kim. The Anaheim Convention Center, which has been hosting BlizzCon since 2005, just completed a major expansion this year, adding the additional brand new North Hall, resulting in, you guessed it, even more BlizzCon for fans to enjoy. I mean, they've expanded. Now the convention center is 1.2 million square feet, and that's the equivalent of 21 football fields.
Is that true?
Yeah,
21
football fields. And we're up to 11 stages.
11 stages.
So much content.
And what I heard is that the attendance was now 30,000.
Oh my God. Are there 30,000 people in here right now?
Are there 30,000 people?
I'm guessing yes.
Okay.
Everybody's so focusing right
I know, right? They're like, well, let's take a quick look at the map of the revamped show floor because we have a really cool map that we can take a look at here. We've got the Mythic stage that you're looking at. That's where a lot of you guys are right now. Let's hear it, Mythic stage. All right, and then next we have the World of Warcraft Championship stage, which is just gorgeous.
Чемпионат по World of Warcraft, арена.
Все
это, которые мы ждем очень много. Видите, тут арт-галерея, видите, сколько стендов много, ребят. Я же вас предупреждал. HDT, по-моему, Hearthstone. Heroes of the Storm, да. Heroes of the Storm, известные ребята.
I love that we can hear all of them. And next up we have the StarCraft World Championship Series Global Finals stage. What's going on,
сколько стендов
StarCraft?
просто в каждом зале, это ёбнусь. Overwatch.
That hot, sexy new Overwatch arena. So sad we're not gonna be able to hang out in there.
I wish right now that they were so loud that we could hear them all the way over here.
And if you want, why don't you travel to boom, us
Вот,
right
Heroes
here,
of the
the
Storm
all
demo.
broadcast stage.
Что-то они облом, что хотят пилить, раз демо
I mean, look,
сделали.
come by, say hi.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to do except this live
About
show.
just chill, yeah.
So what have you guys been up to over the last year?
What have you been
Я
doing,
уже
Malik? You've been
сказал
all over
сейчас.
the world.
О, 2 минуты до чемпионата по World of Warcraft.
With the Overwatch World Cup, that was awesome. I got to go to Shanghai, China, Sydney, Australia.
Его сегодня в начале стрима вообще там
It
пропёрло.
was dope. It was dope. I got to see the best Overwatch players in the world, take all their tips, apply them to
That's
my
why you're so
gameplay.
good at it.
I made myself
That's
better.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it was dope. But you guys have been pretty busy too, right?
Yeah, I've been doing some stuff with esports. I kind of took all the experiences that I had and observations, and I created an esports scripted comedy for everyone to enjoy called Good Game, and I even got it produced with Dan Harmon.
That's fantastic.
What about you, dude?
Absolutely prepping for this show.
Вместе с Кокорином в
I thought you were going pro.
Nah. I tried to go Diablo Pro, it just didn't work out.
No sponsors?
No sponsors, nobody wanted me anymore.
Soon, hashtag Alex,
Soon.
All right, well, before we head over to the
Diablo
opening
Pro, что
ceremonies,
это?
we want to tell you guys a little bit about the new and improved
Хочу про Diablo
BlizzCon
сказали.
mobile app that we've been talking a little bit about. So whether
на
you're here
телефончик,
at BlizzCon or you're watching at home, the BlizzCon
Блин,
mobile
что-то
app will
ребят
help
пока
you make the
все
most out of your BlizzCon experience with
обсасывает.
streaming panels and
Я надеюсь,
videos,
через
interactive event
54
schedule, the
секунды
hall maps like we
начнется
had just
чемпионат
showed
по
you.
Вову,
You're
и
gonna have
мы
esports updates as
сможем
well.
нормально прокомментировать,
And that
кстати.
you can even use the
Ибо
BlizzCon
мы
mobile
игроки
app after the show is
задорные,
over,
блядь,
like we've been
Вов.
saying.
Да.
I think it's about for a 1 month so that you can relive everything
Так,
that's
ребята,
happened here.
сейчас
Yeah, it's fantastic.
все пока
And
что
by the
про
way,
киберспорт все говорят
it
тут.
is about time. We are heading it over to Mythic Stage
Все
for
ждут,
opening
пока
ceremonies of
начнется хотя бы
BlizzCon
первый чемпионат,
2017.
который откроет World of Warcraft.
Вот открывается
Мифические сцены, на которой будет Вов исполнять. Но мы-то все собрались здесь ради косплей-шоу. Need my call. Трал. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Сейчас это, идите нахуй.
I first discovered Blizzard games when I was 13.
Это разработчик.
Warcraft 1 for me.
Warcraft.
Это
I've been a gamer since childhood, before I could even spell.
My parents promoted the culture of video game love, and I'm a product of that culture.
Kind of been something we've been doing.
Это я тоже, блядь, могу перевести. Это вообще он типичный китайский игрок, блядь, который вас вынесет ногами вперед.
WoW is certainly my jam.
I'm currently Alliance.
Alliance.
За Альянс, говорят, многие тут играют. Ну мы-то знаем, что Альянс сосет, ребят. Орда вперед.
I'm a grandmaster player.
Я вас не агитирую, но играем в Орду. Пипец, все американцы из Альянса, если хотя Орда победит. Она вас выйдет, Heroes of the Storm. Опять типичный игрок, да?
We met in World of Warcraft.
Playing Heroes of the Storm professionally
has really been a life-changing experience for me. I first started playing Blizzard games in the Navy. You know, it was a good way of just kind of
парниша, походу, просто живет с мамой, и поэтому играет в игру. Вот это преданный фанат еще. Толстый, просто лютый игрок. World of Warcraft.
Wonderful community.
You're playing
with millions of other people around the world.
I'm from a super small town in Germany.
My
sister and I, since she moved to Italy, we started the tradition of playing Heroes of the Storm in Christmas. So I'm playing with my mom. It's kind of like taking a stroll down the beach together, except we're in World of Warcraft.
Your friends are global.
Что-то они все рассказывают, да, покажут свои истории.
It's obviously a community or even a family.
Германия, Франция, Испания.
Русский
хоть один появится, чувачок.
Warcraft fan. He came to BlizzCon last year.
Это типа сынуля.
He was very shy, but when everybody gathered around him, giving him high fives, really got him out of his shell that whole day.
We lived in different states, and at night we would get together and kind of crawl through dungeons. Playing Diablo every day, playing Overwatch every day.
Она говорит, что играет в Diablo каждый день.
My father taught me how to play video games. That was our time, and when I was a teenager, I lost him suddenly. To keep his memory alive.
И также записывает видео или смотрит, сложно перевести.
These are games that I shared with my wife, and now that I share with my
kids.
It feels like a family within a family.
That's been such an amazing thing to see how many people have learned from games, how many people have connected from games.
Так, этот чувак говорит, что любит играть с детьми, играть в Blizzard, это бабочка. Это отзывы, ребят, нарезка просто отзывов, так что можете расслабиться пока что. Сделали даже предложение, познакомившись в игре. Видите, вообще, как бывает. В Рашке такая хуйня не прокатит. Ты попадешь на 30-летнего мужика, блядь, и будешь себе, блядь, жить. О, вообще косплей до этого сделал. Солдат 76. Это косплееры презентуют свои книжки. Большие такие. Этот чувак говорит, что то, что побеждает дружба, в любом случае, в играх от Blizzard.
Family thing for us. There's always people that are as excited and passionate about it as you are.
Вот ребята играют тоже пары, кто-то играет целыми поколениями, целая семья играет. Так, это что, очень быстро, да, но они все пока. Вот. Все, чуваки, все, пошло. Не сливаемся с трансляцией. Сейчас будет жарко, скоро будет Вов, я буду комментировать.
Please welcome President and CEO of Blizzard Entertainment.
О, выходит, вот это уже точно разработчик. Смотрите, какой он старый, он, блядь, посидел, разрабатывал Warcraft. Директор. Так. Он спрашивает, блядь, вы там живы? И приветствует. Сейчас кто спрашивает из Альянса? Теперь говорит аплодисменты Орде.
А как насчет Орды?
А кто, что насчет Хардстоуна? Терем, Прост, Зорг. Ну это про StarCraft. Heroes of the Storm. Сейчас будут свои игры, короче, перечислять, и я не буду аплодисменты давать. Я вас люблю.
Также о моих героях из Overwatch. Всем рады приветствовать вас на Discord 17.
Будто бы Бек Тарнёлов Юн.
Нет, он
люблю вас всех.
директор Blizzard.
Ну, конечно, вы скажете, я люблю вас всех, чтобы вы его игры покупали. Первое время BlizzCon, что там, агитировал.
Как вам
How many of you have been to at least 5 BlizzCons?
Впервые кто пришел, точно.
Well, I am grateful to be back. Thank you for being here and choosing to spend the next 2 days with us. I still can't believe it, but this is our 11th BlizzCon. That's right. This one goes to 11. This is our biggest show yet. We have more panels, games, activities.
Да, русский субтитр скоро будет, потому что еще... стой, может, в настройках они появились? Ну, ты можешь телефон еще загуглить, как их поставить. Я что-то гуглю, пока чуваки нет, так что мы пока переводим. Сейчас братан пока отошел, так что я, что смогу, вам переведу. Но пока что он говорит о самой концепции конвента BlizzCon и пытается его нахваливать. Ну, нахваливает его, да. Опять поздоровался со всем залом. Все, наверное, кто просто подошел. Сейчас будет новая игра, он говорит. А также будет новый контент для Харстоуна. И других игр BlizzCon. But thousands of you are watching from across the convention center, in the arena, and as I mentioned, in the new building. In addition to this ребят, прямая трансляция будет, короче, с английским. Так, сейчас я вас предупрежду всех. Прямая только... Все, ребят. Так, давай будем что-нибудь переводить вам, пока вы тут сидите, писюганы. Ой, еда. Так. Говорит, 50 было сделано статуй в разных странах, которые представляли собой типа агитацию, ну, Blizzard. Прикиньте, ребят, 50 статуй было создано. Все закрою. Так, говорит, что во многих странах и в многих магазинах любят, короче, серию Blizzard'ов и также их персонажей.